Okay, we're gonna next look at the cerebrum. Okay, so remember there are four parts of the brain: cerebrum, cerebellum, brainstem, and diencephalon. We'll next look at the cerebrum. So the cerebrum again is the hemisphere part, the big part of the brain, the top part. So we can draw it like this. All right. So you have two halves to your brain, like so. Two halves like this, and those two halves are separated by a fissure. Fissure is a groove on the brain surface. So this fits. So both halves. This would be your left half and right half. Okay. So now we're talking about your cerebrum. So the left. So these are called your cerebral hemispheres. So these are right half and the left half of the cerebrum called your right and left cerebral hemispheres. And the division between them, so the groove that separates them is called your longitudinal fissure. Again, a fissure is like a sulcus, but it's a bigger groove. It's a deeper invagination of tissue. And even though there is a divide between them, there's still deeper down in the groove is a bridge of axons across them. And so those bridge of commissural axons that cross over from left to right form a bundle that we call your corpus callosum. So the corpus callosum connects the right and left halves of the cerebrum. These are examples of, again, your commissural fibers. All right. Next we have each hemisphere contain lobes. All right. So there are 5 lobes in each hemisphere. So again, if you draw it, off camera. So if you could draw the brain like this again from a side view, like so. Okay. You're gonna have 5 lobes. You have this one called the frontal lobe that sits beneath the frontal brain. Over here is your parietal lobe that sits behind the frontal lobe. Back around here is your occipital lobe, the back of the brain that sits deep to your occipital bone. Over here will be your temporal lobe, okay? And then hidden deeper in is another lobe back here called your insular lobe. So you have 5 lobes in each hemisphere, 5 lobes. And the 5 lobes again are five lobes in each hemisphere are the frontal lobe, your parietal lobe, your occipital lobe, your temporal lobe, and the insular lobe. So there's 5 lobes you have. Now these lobes they do different things. Especially, the brain is interconnected. No one thing is only done by one area, but some things are done more by one area than other areas are involved. So let's quickly give an overview of what each lobe is known for. Okay, so first we begin with your frontal lobe. So your frontal lobe, this one is known for movements. Movements are controlled by the frontal lobe. All of your muscle actions, your voluntary actions especially. Movements as well as personality. The kind of person you are is based on circuits inside the frontal lobe. Also your reasoning is also a frontal lobe activity. Linked to personality, of course. And also speech. Those are frontal lobe activities. All right. If we look at your parietal lobe, what it's known for, this one's mainly known for is called sensation, general sensations. Things like touch, pain, pressure, things that come through your skin. So your skin sensations will be sent here where they will be perceived, okay? It's called your somatosensory cortex or area. Then you have some parameters. Then you have the occipital lobe, of course. You should know, probably knows by now. It's for vision. Your temporal lobe is used for smell and hearing. And your insular lobe is used for taste. This is the main thing that we know about it. So please know the 5 lobes and what they are generally responsible for. So we'll next go into specialized areas of the cerebrum. Okay, so let's do that next. Let's pause.